Welcome back to another episode of Financial Fix with Sharnella. So, today we are going to talk about owning your own home. And I love talking about owning your own home because I love owning my own home. As you can see, I'm lounging right now in my theater room. This is one of my favorite places to go and sit back and relax. I love watching movies, and I prefer now to watch movies at home because people are so irritating in the movie theater. All they do is chomp on the popcorn, slurp their drink, talk, and even play on their cell phones in the theater. How irritating. So, anyway, let's talk about home ownership. I think home ownership is great because as the homeowner, you get to choose what you do with your home. Like, as I said, I am here in my theater room, which I built out about 5 years ago, 5 or 6 years ago, and I utilize this space almost every day. And as a renter, you are under the thumb of your landlord. Your landlord gets to tell you what you can and can't do. There's how many people can live in your house, what type. You can't do any remodeling in, a rental property. What you see is what you get. But when you own your own home, you get to do what you want. You get to design it the way that you want. And you have the pride in ownership. I know there's a lot of people today telling some young people, it's not a good idea to buy a home. Well, today I'm going to give you a few reasons why I think it's a good idea. Number one, like I said, there's pride in ownership. You go to work, you work hard for your money, and you want something to show for it, right? You want something that you can call your own. But more than that, a home is not just an expense, but your home can also be an asset if you learn how to use your home as an asset, as I do. So, again, let's talk about the benefits. Number one, what I like about owning my home is that my mortgage payment remains the same because I have a fixed interest rate. The only reason a mortgage would fluctuate is if you have your taxes and your homeowner's insurance wrapped into one payment. So your mortgage never changes for the whole duration of the loan. So you always know what your mortgage payment is going to be. Whether that term is for 15 years, 20 years, 30 years, you know what that mortgage payment is going to be. Unlike with a rental, your rent may be $1,200 today, and then next year the landlord decides, oh, we're going up on your rent. It's going to be $1,400 next year. And then the year after that, it may go up again. So as we know with rental, when you're renting a property, your rental rates almost never go down, but they will always go up. Now with the home, your mortgage payment, as long as you do not have a fixed as long as you do not have a variable interest rate, your mortgage payment will always remain the same. The thing that will change is your taxes, your property taxes. Everybody pays property taxes. Your landlord pays property taxes. And guess what? Your rent covers your landlord's expenses and it puts money in your landlord's pocket. So why put that extra money in your landlord's pocket when you can keep it in your own? You can put it into something that you own. So yes, your mortgage payment overall, if everything is escrowed together, when your taxes go up, when your homeowner's insurance fluctuates and goes up or down, that may affect your payment, but it's not usually a huge number. And then also keep in mind, if you buy a home in an area where it's up and coming and there's a lot of businesses that are moving to the area, or businesses that are thriving in the area, or say the area is growing rapidly, maybe there's a lot of planning that the city is doing to improve the city, then that's an opportunity for you to get in while the prices aren't too high and purchase a home in that developing town. You'll also want to make sure that there are excellent schools, because People who are willing to pay high prices for their homes, they love school districts where their children can have a great education. So you do some research and you buy a home that's in an area that's affluent, or it's an up and coming area where you know in the future there's going to be lots of businesses and a lot of job openings and a lot of job opportunities. That's the place to buy a home. So in doing so, your home is going to add value. It's going to improve your overall net worth. That's going to increase your buying power or your investing power. Because a lot of people don't know this. They've heard of the term HELOC, home equity line of credit. But unfortunately, many people, when their home increases in value, that's when they will oftentimes open a HELOC and purchase items that increase their debt. We're not doing that. That's not what I'm talking about. With a HELOC, you can use a HELOC, home equity line of credit, to make investments, because that's what I do. As you all know, or for those of you who don't know, I'm a private money lender. And a portion of the funds that I loan come from my home equity line of credit. Yes, my home equity line of credit does cost, but the investment that I'm making earns above and beyond the cost or the interest rate that I'm paying on my HELOC. So it makes sense. So why not? So, first of all, owning your home, you get to do whatever you want with it. You can design it, remodel it, do whatever you want with it. That's a very good thing. The next thing is you have a fixed monthly payment, with the exception of the taxes and the insurance, yes, but everybody pays tax and insurance, again, including your landlord. You'll never get away from taxes and homeowners insurance. The next thing is increase in property value. And the increase in property value, you don't have to wait until you're ready to sell the house in order to tap in to that equity that's in your home. You got your HELOC. If you know the right type of investments that you can make, such as private money lending, you can use that HELOC to make money for you. Don't use HELOCs to get into more debt. Don't buy yourself into more debt with the HELOC. That's really not what you should be using it for. Okay? Use it to make money. So you're living in this house, you're slowly paying it off through your mortgage payments, and your house is helping to build your net worth, and it can help put money in your pocket on the monthly basis, like my home does. So, those people who are telling you not to buy a home, I want you to really analyze if really they're talking to you. Maybe they're talking to someone else who really isn't ready to buy a home. But I believe you are. So, you first time home buyers out there, you probably know this or maybe not. With an FHA loan, usually for first time home buyers, you only have to put down about 3%, 1 to 3%, depending on the programs that they have available. And sometimes they even have programs to help assist with your down payment. So in some cases, your down payment would be equal to the payment that you'd pay your landlord for first month's rent, last month's rent, and security deposit. But instead of renting, you're owning. How about that? Just think about it. The next time you think, oh, buying a home really is not a good investment, I want you to think of all the reasons why it could be a good investment. Because I tell you, buying this home was one of the best investments that I've made. Thanks again for watching Financial Fix with Sharnella, and I hope to see you on the next episode.